Before I begin, yes, it feels so good. Yes. Mic check 1, 2, testing. How's everyone doing? Welcome to Knowledge and Relationships. This is your boy M3, okay? And excuse me, you gotta excuse me for the allergies, but one of the good buddies going to be joining me in a second. I see him in the backstage, so feel free to come up anytime if you wish. But what's up, Mr. Best?
You know what's good? What's good? What's going on, M3? What's good?
Nothing much, Mr. Best, man. Good to see you up here. So, you know, I'm not going to stream too long. I promise you this. I might just stream this for an hour or so. You know, I want to just do some some education and actually shed light on the positive things that can help really teach men, and hopefully this kind of bridges gaps between all the fighting and quarrels when it comes to opposite gender. You know, every now and then I gotta get back to the relationship topics. So I got my 20 questions, my 20 reasons about the red pill. But before I begin, I gotta give a shout out to Grey Pill Podcast. Salute to Grey Pill. He says, you are aware that the RP, which that's why I'm saying RP, I'm not gonna say the whole word because everything is just being censored right now on social media, is on the FBI watch list. Any selective words relating to it. Thank you, Grey Pill, for the heads up. I did not know that, but now I know. Anybody else that's tuning in, please feel free to drop in a super chat or a cash app.
Grey Pill. Grey Pill, what up?
And support our content. We also have the lovely Mimsy Limbs. Salutes to you, sis. Congratulations on your 4th child. You know, blessings to you and Mike as always.
Salute to Mimsy and Mike.
Also, salute to the RP pharmacist himself / passport brother, King's Dreams.
Salute to King's Dreams. King's Dreams, what up, man?
And shout outs to our homie Daryl Long, the brother that always kept it real with us and true to himself since day one. Salute to you, my brother.
Daryl Long, what up, baby?
King's Dream says, the RP has been on the watch for years. They want to make sure you're not radical. You guys are fine, though. Appreciate it. That's confident to know that. Because, we're not here to, really go off the rails. So I promise you this. We go ahead and I'm going to... Oops. Let me change something real quick. So... where's the banner? I'm trying to look for a banner so I can pop it up. Okay. All right, so now I might as well say this, right? For those who don't really know, actually, let me make it even better for you guys, okay? I mean, look, we said it anyway, so look, it's red pill, all right? It's really no secret, but men forgot the true purpose of the red pill. I want to give you guys a brief term for those who are young and you're overindulging into YouTube and you're thinking the way to be red pill is to be disrespectful towards people that is inferior towards you, towards women especially. You guys have it wrong. And I'm going to tell you at least a little brief paragraph, okay? What does the RP really mean? So let me begin with this one. The red pill awareness is a term, okay? It's not like a religion, it's a term used to describe the philosophy of the world view, okay? It's like the Matrix, you know, the red pill, the blue pill. Blue pill is usually like if you choose to be naive of the world and you believe whatever you want to believe. But the red pill is just pretty much the way how society is. Anyways, it encourages men, okay? It's meant for encouragement to understand and navigate dating and gender dynamics. It's important to note that the red pill ideology, okay, can be interpreted and applied in various ways, some of which can be more constructive and respectful than others, okay? Respectful. Key points I'm giving you guys, okay? And so, of course, I have a list of 20 positive reasons that this awareness might be beneficial, pre-assuming it's implied in balanced and compassionate manner. So that means don't just take a red pill, flip it around, and turn it to a Negro pill type of moment where you're causing destruction. That's not what it's about. King's Dream says the term red pill initially started because it was started by people who were anti-GOV, of course. Then it turned to inter-relationship dynamics. Okay. I'm glad that you're here, Kings of Dreams. Appreciate the knowledge that you're dropping by. Later, if you want to come up, feel free to let us know. Mr. Best, before I even get down to like the list, right? You have any thoughts you want to say? Or do you want me to keep going? Mr. Best? Okay.
My bad, bro. My bad. What was the question?
No, I just want to know if you had like anything that you want to say before I kind of build on to like these 20 topic points.
I would say go ahead and build first, and then after that, I'll share my analysis of things and why people view different things as far as relationships a certain way. But go ahead.
All right, I'll keep it brief. I'll start with just 5, and then I'll let you build on that one, okay? If you don't mind. All right, so look, everybody. All right. And shout out to Creative Solutions. Thank you for tuning in, sis. Appreciate you. Okay. Anybody else want to drop in a super chat to help support?
Salute Creative Solution.
Yeah. And salutes, salutations to Hank in the basement. Thank you, Hank, for tuning in.
Hank, what's good, bro?
Yeah. Let me do a quick plug-in. Look, follow Grey Pill Podcast. Subscribe to his channel. Okay. Subscribe to Kings and Dreams. Subscribe to Dell's Loans channel as well, too. He got a new channel come up there. Okay. Subscribe to Creative Solutions. Hank in the basement. Shout outs to Mrs. M3. She says salutes to Mr. M3 and Mr. Best. Thank you for this topic, for understanding these things. Appreciate it.
Salute.
All right, so let me go ahead and start this off, right? So the first one is understanding society. So it can actually help men to understand societal dynamics and norms and how they can influence the interactions, well, with women, but I also think they can understand interactions with fellow men as well too. Second is personal growth. Okay? I'm giving you key words now. Personal growth. It encourages personal development, self-improvement, self-confidence, which can make individuals more attractive to potential partners. Salutes to Miss Polly. Thank you for tuning in.
Salute to Miss Polly.
Beautiful panelists and chatlanders. So glad you are here. Hit that like button. Oh, yes. I almost forgot. Everybody, please make sure y'all get the likes up as well. Okay? That's pretty much essential. Make sure, please, get the likes up. Share the video if you wish. But mainly encourage your friends and family to subscribe. The third one is emotional intelligence. I think that's something that a lot of people are lacking. It can increase emotional intelligence by encouraging men to understand the perspectives, feelings, and experiences of women. Okay? Number 4, healthy relationships. Okay? Healthy relationships. Okay? Not destructive relationships. No hierarchies. Okay? Healthy. So it can promote healthier relationships by helping men understanding the importance and boundaries, respect, and clear communication. Number 5, it promotes self-reliance and independence, which can lead to a stronger sense of self-worth. So, to summarize these 5 points, okay? Really understand the red pill, okay? And I have 15 more, but I'm going to get to best in a minute. Understand the red pill is really meant to be fun for relationships. It's not meant to be a burden, and it's not meant for you to have so much rage. I understand everybody goes through red pill rage, especially when it comes to the way how men personally feel about women. But the whole purpose of having that understanding is just pretty much understanding how women operate and understanding how you're supposed to operate as a man. See, the more you know, the more comfort you'll have, and the more confidence you should have when it comes to talking to the opposite gender and dealing with life problems, to not take things so personal. So we'll take a pause on it before I go to the next questions, but I'm not statements. But Mr. Pass, you want to build?
No, go ahead. Finish up.
Okay. All right, let me go down to like number 6 and 10, right? So this is, to me, I have to. It depends. I'm not going to say red pills will create happiness, okay? But happiness is on the list. It says it can contribute to personal happiness by promoting self-acceptance and understanding self-worth. Should not be solely dependent on the validation of other people. So, but okay, I guess as I'm reading this, like I could kind of agree to it, but just know, like, red pill is not gonna solely like just make you happy. It's up to you to try and create your own happiness. Physical fitness. It often encourages physical fitness and health, which can lead to improved self-image and attractiveness. I've seen that a lot, like on YouTube, saying, honestly, it's a positive thing. I mean, to really be focused, not just to try to look good for the woman, but to be in shape, to be healthier. You know what I mean? Be a healthy person, and just know that, look, man, like life is more valuable than what you're trying to attain for. So working on health, like improving your overall body and quality of life, like it plays a lot in a man's self-confidence. Unfortunately, like a lot of men are suffering through a sense of low self-esteem. So for tonight, read all these things because I'm here to build you up. I'm not here to tear nobody down. I just want to just put this out there because a lot of people, they take the red pill ideologies and they're not really listening or they're not really doing the research. And what happens is you have a lot of people that's enraged, and women can't even come into the chat to say hi without you being upset. It's not like a man versus woman type of channel. So, anyways, excuse my allergies. Better communication. It encourages more open and honest communication in relationships, which can lead to stronger bonds and fewer understandings. Fewer misunderstandings. Damn, my nose is itching. Hold on for 1 second. All right, excuse me for that. I had to get that itch out real bad. So, like I said, it's supposed to be better communication. We all know that communication is important. Communication is key. You have to learn how to communicate. You can't try to do sign language. Your body language, you can't just rely on that. You can't expect for somebody to be a mind reader. You got to learn how to communicate, even if it leads into confrontation at first. And a lot of people don't like confrontation, and I get that. But you have to let the person know where you stand at. So, recognizing unhealthy patterns, which is number 9. It can help men to recognize unhealthy relationship patterns and work towards healthier dynamics. Okay? So, basically, you should have the tools to kind of be alert, at least increase your probability of making a careful discernment. Resilience. That's for number 10. It can help build resilience in the face of rejection, teaching men how to view it as an opportunity for growth rather than personal failure. A lot of times, I know people say, well, women can't handle rejection. Well, a lot of men can't handle rejection as well, too. A lot of men get rejected so bad, that unfortunately, they fear to go and approach women. Now, I understand, why some people don't want to approach because of the outcome of things. But these are certain examples. Shout out to Ruthless Truth. He says, MT, you're missing the whole point of this problem. Well, I'm not finished yet, Ruthless Truth. But you could definitely come up once I'm finished with these key points. Okay? So, again, along with that, the reduced fear. It can help reduce the fear of rejection as men become more confident and aware of their value beyond their relationship status. Look, basically, the key component is you got to have confidence. But in order for you to get confidence, you have to do certain things for your personal self that will grant you that level of confidence. It doesn't just come out of thin air. It doesn't just come from an easy decision. Like, you got to build your way into that. Number 12 is better understanding of attraction. Okay? So, it provides insights into the nature of attraction, helping men to become more attractive partners. Number 13, improve social skills. It can improve social skills and charisma, making men more effective communicators and listeners. Okay? I was, I might pull up a video, okay, from Mediocre Tutorials when he was reacting to Tristan Tate. And Tristan Tate actually talks about the red pill as he's telling his people, look, me and Andrew Tate, we are no longer, okay, we're not a part of red pill. We're disassociating ourselves from the red pill side of things. And, they said because red pill boys are artistic, but he has his own play of words. But I'll get to that in a minute, okay? Now, let's see. Realistic expectations, which would be number 14. It encourages realistic expectations in relationships, leading to less disappointment and more fulfillment. Number 15, increase on empathy. It can increase empathy by encouraging understanding the pressures and challenges faced by women. Okay? So you get that awareness. Like, we got 5 more. Okay? You're understanding, like, hey, if I could put myself into a woman's place, then I understand what they're going through. Awareness of one's value. It can help men recognize their own value, worth, and promoting a healthier self-image and self-esteem. Number 17, understanding one's desires. It encourages men to their own desires and needs in a relationship by leading to more satisfying partnerships. Got 3 more. And I'm going to open up the panel, right? And I'm going to play a video. 18 is setting boundaries. So you're learning all these things as you're becoming aware mentally. Because it's supposed to help men to learn how to set and maintain healthy boundaries in essential aspects of any relationship. Okay? Not even just with women, but anybody that's around you. Know your boundaries. Know their boundaries as well, too. Self-awareness. It promotes self-awareness, encouraging men to understand their strengths, weaknesses, and areas for growth. And the last one, long-term stability. This is what I think a lot of people miss the point. It can help men pursue long-term stability in relationships rather than focus on short-term gratification. So if you think about this, what is a lot of men doing wrong right now in these spaces? And salutes to E-Man Williams. And also salutes to Lady E. She says, the same way women are complaining that they can't find a good man, men complain about can't finding a good woman. They're all delusional and angry. That, and I feel like most of men and women are very misguided, The thing is, let me tell you what people are doing wrong. Okay? You're using this quote unquote, I gotta be high value, I gotta be high status, so I could bang multiple women. Okay? You want multiple women, but yet you want a so-called traditional wife. And you can't stand modern women. But then yet the ones that you're going after are all modern women. So, we gotta make things make sense. And I want people who are watching this to not think that the red pill community is just a community where people are just trying to get their hits and their quits. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be a community where it's supposed to empower men to think critically, to think logically, and to understand the opposite gender, to not take them personally. That's the same thing if I talk about women or feminism or whatever. It would be like, well, how can you say you want a man who can provide for you, who can protect you. And if you're talking about monetary things, along with he needs to learn how to cook, clean, take care of the kids, do all these things for you, and yet have the only thing that you guys have to offer, and some of y'all don't even offer that, is sex. So if you don't even offer that part efficiently, what are you good for as a wife? So that's the same thing that I'm just trying to encourage, man. And look, when you get up into these spaces, okay, know what you're getting yourself into. Listen to the full dialect. Use that as a way to really build fundamental relationships. Okay? For the ones who want to join into the stream, the link is pinned up. Well, no, I'm going to pin the link up to the top right now. Oops, what happened? Give me a second. Yeah. We got Rufus Truth up in the building. What's up, Rufus Truth?
What's happening, M3?
Welcome back, man. How you doing?
Oh, man, just chilling. I see you up here busy doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Especially during allergy seasons as well, man. It's a mess. But, you know, I just want to kind of drop in on something real quick for you guys, man, because I think a lot of people could be misguided on a lot of things, and I want people to kind of see the red pill like in a different light, other than to be like some type of minstrel show, you know?
Yeah.
So
I feel you.
Mm-hmm. So what's your thoughts?
I think you're seeing it all. I mean, you're seeing it from the 80s and 70s perspective. I think you're not involved. Like the problem is that men aren't stepping their game up, aren't doing the things that you named, all those things which are confidence and all those things. It's not the problem anymore. The problem is, right, is the sustainability of compatibility.
Compatibility? Okay.
Sustainability of compatibility. That is the problem. And
all right, good. Explain.
So to add context, the sustainability, because anybody can start a relationship, anybody can get married, correct? If you just want to, but the difference is how long can you sustain a cohesive joint venture, right? So now what's happening is the standards are being raised so high now with the activation of social media. So people are tending to see things at a more bigger, that's more seem like they're more touchable, more reachable, and it becomes a problem when it becomes superficially driven, right? So therefore, once you in the beginning when you guys were compatible because it was based upon things that you liked about each other, such as personality, confidence, all those things, right? But as time goes on, then it becomes more about the striving for better in a financial department, as well as the lifestyle department. So those two things being the new standard, right? Because of social media, it's creating friction and it's dividing the house like it's like none other. So when you're saying be all those things of confidence, all those things, men, we can get a woman. That's not the problem with men. It's not. We got all those things. We do it. Women like us, like in that fashion. And they have relationships, they having kids, all that, right? All the way from the top to the bottom, right? From the top to the bottom. Even the Pookies they getting women, man. It's not the problem. But where the problem's coming in is once you get into that to the kids, and then you get into 3, 4, 5 years, right? Now things are changing, right? And that's where you get the disconnect. That's where you no longer become compatible, right? You no longer become a unit. Now you become individualized, right? And a lot of guys, I would say men, because we're mostly the providers, correct?
Okay.
Most men are not going to make over 50,000. Most men are not ever going to ever make, exception of overtime, maybe 52, 53,000, right? With overtime and all that stuff. But most men, the average man, is not going to hit the 70 and 80s, right? It's just not going to happen. It's never happened. It's never happened. It's never going to happen. As a majority, there are a few percentages, right, are going to get there. But the rest of the majority is going to be average. It's just the way it's going to be. But the females are pushing for more, right? They're pushing, once again, through social media, access, the delusional access is what implied pressure on a man to achieve what he's not capable of achieving.
Let me ask you a question, right? Because there's two things that I'm hearing that you keep referring to, and everybody get the likes up as well too. You keep referring to money, and then you keep referring to women on social media. Now I understand we live in a new era where social media is pretty much could be a primary source for men to like look for dates or whatever type of potential. However, I mean, I'll say this personally for me. When I'm stepped out of the social media realm, okay, and I know women could be, their own way, just like men could be on their way, but I don't really get that type of energy from a woman who's not really heavily into that social media realm. I'm not saying that doesn't happen for anyone that you just randomly meet, because, like I said, we do live in a social media technology type of era. So most likely, when you're on social media, you're going to have these ridiculous expectations. But I also got to say this as well too, though, because it makes me think about the woman, Ebony something, I can't remember her last name at this point, who pretty much worked hard through her career, but she feels entitled to find someone that's on her level, which that doesn't make her wrong for having an opinion and having someone that's on her level. However, she has to be realistic that, you will narrow down your options. Your options is going to be less and less. Now, as far as for men, I think men need to kind of apply the way how women operate and stop settling for something that is considered mediocre, in my opinion.
What do you mean by mediocre?
So mediocre is basically what, here's the thing. I always tell people is what you look at it as mediocre, okay? And then there's a societal type of mediocre. Society's views is that, like, whenever you see a woman, right, that might be overweight, out of shape, bad attitude, having multiple kids, doesn't really have nothing going on in life, but yet expected for you to kind of clean her mess up. That to me is mediocrity. But most men who are insecure will settle for that if they don't have those type of options. Which that's why when you go back to the true ideology of what red pill really is, it's not even supposed to be. And shout outs to Cookie as well. It's not even meant to be a societal type of religion. It's not even supposed to be a practical or something that you're supposed to abide through red pill rules. It's just basically just understanding that the world is the way it is. Now we have to. It's almost like you got to pick up by your bootstraps and educate yourself. You got to educate your mind to be someone that's greater than what you were yesterday. So for me, when, you know, shout out to Stan the Man, because, you know, he's the reason why I even got some type of knowledge from the red pill. He sent me like videos of AMS, and I tuned on that, and that's how I got the knowledge from it. But the whole premise wasn't about disrespecting women. It wasn't supposed to be about you being the biggest Mac in the world. It was just understanding how to get a sense of reality and how to pretty much, you know, maneuver that. Hold on for a second. I gotta stop the show because, you know, we got a lovely super chat. Okay, so she says it's a cult. Get over it, right? I still want to say, like, it's not really a cult, but you could actually turn something into a cult. But let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and play like the super chat because I got to show my appreciation to Miss Cookie over here. So can't forget about you, girl. All right. So
your viewership of the stream is highly valued, and we appreciate the support. If you would like to contribute to the platform, you can do so by sending a super chat, super sticker, Cash App, or PayPal donation. Thank you for the kind gesture. Appreciate the donation. I can't thank you enough.
Thank you again for that.
Yeah, that
Anybody else wanna drop in? Thank you. Shouts to B-Eazy. He the one who made like the super chats. Look, if y'all want me to play that again, go ahead and drop in a Cash App, okay, or a super chat. You know, Cash Apps are better, but I know super chats, people love to kind of see the names up there. So thank you again.
But M3 to your point, right? So let's say we take your point into consideration, correct?
Yeah.
But you're missing one thing, right? Women are coming into these positions and situations at the business mindset. So
relationships, business mindset.
That's how they look at us, right? They look at us from a business mindset on. It's nice to be.
Well, relationships is transactional, but okay, I'm listening.
What I'm saying is we're coming into it like, because we don't really typically want money from women, right? We don't typically want anything from them that's physical. We typically want just a conversation. But women, they're looking at the big picture, right? Aesthetically, what can you provide for them that's sustainable, and for them to make sure that it's more to so they have a business perspective. Their mindset is business. So this is where the disconnect is coming, right? Because
Shouts to B-Eazy.
in men, and that's the red pill, I guess, right? The red pill is still old, kind of. I would say red pill is still a little old school, traditionalism more so, right? But the women are no longer traditional, right? They're modern. So anything traditionalism would be simpism, right? It would be a form of simping right now because of the current construct of the new age woman. And it's not that the guys are simps, right? It's just the gesture. So, for example, typically a man wants to pay for all the dates, right? He don't ever want to ask a woman, no reciprocation. Just, oh yeah, let's go out, I'll pay. Oh, no worry, but treat on me, right? Right? And some women are just taking advantage of this, right? Oh yeah, shit, free meal. Talk to God, and she might not even like you, but just to show up to that free meal, to get all those things from you, the benefits, without even having to give you any commitment or anything that's tangible, is a win-win for her in the mind of business. So therefore, if you're not going to keep them standards up, then eventually she's going to cut you off.
Man, it's supposed to play everyone. Okay. Before I even get my opinion, Mr. Best came up there, so I'm gonna let him rock real quick.
Well, this is why this line of thinking is passe and is rather foolish. When it comes to red pill or any type of pill or whatever, because at the end of the day, even in our communities, we don't really agree on really any ideology or religion or anything. So for us to try to set a standard on how to date, and we can't even set a standard on what we believe or how we even want to move, it's just foolish and it doesn't make any sense. So that's one. Secondly, everybody's modern. You know what I'm saying? So, as a great B-Eazy says, and shout out to B-Eazy, you know what I mean? If you have a cell phone, you are modern. Everybody's modern, right? Everybody we all use modern technology, things of that nature, right? So, with that being said, shout out to Lady E2. I see you in the comments. Creative Solutions, Cookie. I see all y'all. What's good? Let me also say this. The Ruthless Truth, what's going on, bro? Let me also say this as well. Some people don't subscribe to anything because we understand in our communities we have a lot of different subcultures and a lot of different people who subscribe to different things. So, some people are part of LGBTQ. Some people are Christian. Some people are Muslim. Some people are agnostic. Some people we have. You ask a black person what they are nowadays, or you ask really anybody who they are nowadays, and you're gonna get a varied amount of answers. So I think, what I'm saying, it's really difficult to stick to one ideology because everybody believes something completely different. Even within their own church or even within their own family, we have different ways of belief and different ways that people want to move and different ways that people want to do things because we have freedom. Freedom allows you to do and make the choices that you want. You know what I'm saying? And that's what freedom does, which is, so the question is that what freedoms do we take away now? So if we want people to stick to certain ideology, that means that we have to strip certain freedoms. So if we start stripping certain freedoms because we want people to follow certain ideology, then guess what? Those people there say can now take certain freedoms away from us. They can say, well, if you guys want people to be in a traditional mindset and be this way, and they can't do this, they can't do that, well, you can't do this and you can't do that. You know what I mean? So that's where it gets tricky. So my thing is that if we're going to have all the freedoms and everybody able to do what they want, everybody able to flex and believe in what they want, everybody believe whatever God or ideology or where they want to run a house however they want, cool, fine. Everybody can believe whatever they want, and then we'll see at the end who is going to be successful and who's going to stick to what they say they really believe in. Because that's really the thing. Because a lot of people say they believe in a lot of stuff, but I see that some people have a hard time sticking to what they say. No matter what community you fit in, some people have a hard time standing 10 toes down on what they really believe and what they really say. You know what I'm saying? So they'll say one thing. Hold on 1 second. They'll say one thing, and then they'll turn and do something completely different. You see it on panels. You see it in your day-to-day life. You see it in business. You see it with your family. You see it with your friends. You see it with everybody. So that's that. Also, I'll say this as well. You know what I mean? And this is a big thing, right? That we also have to remember. When we talk about these topics, we have to remember that everybody experiences different, especially the Black experience. You know what I'm saying? Our experiences are all different. And not only that, within our experiences, you know what I'm saying, there are other experiences within the experience. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, there's so many variations of who we are and what we do. You know what I mean? There's brothers and sisters coming from the Caribbean, there's brothers and sisters coming from the Americas, there's brothers and sisters coming from from Africa. You know what I mean? So that's, we when you talk to a Black person, you don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know what you're gonna get. You know what I mean? Some people are they're a person of color. They don't believe they're a person of color. They believe they're something else. You know what I mean? So we have a lot of different things that we have not fully defined yet, and because we have freedom now, that allows us to define things the way we want to. And that's just what it is. You know what I mean? I have another point, but I'm going to let y'all rock out. So go ahead.
I was muted. Everybody, please get the likes up if you have not. Again, thank you everyone for still tuning in to support us. And I'm enjoying. I'm in the comments. I'm enjoying everyone's point of views. I will say this though, like B-Eazy says, loving adults are supposed to support each other, but the reciprocation is almost never equal. Okay, so shouts to B-Eazy Dat Dude. Creative Solution says that men are supposed to do nice things for women if she's worth it. Now, the only part I disagree is the supposed part, because the thing is, Whether she's worth it or not, we're not obligated to do nice things. However, if we feel like she's worth it, we will want to. And not supposed to. It's that we will want to naturally. And that's why I wanted to kind of like, make these type of corrections. I mean, obviously, maybe some people came in late after I kind of read the 20 list of positive things about understanding red pill ideologies, not dabbing into an unfortunate remake or twist of a red pill community. Really, I may be wrong by saying this. It really should not be a red pill community, but communities will still form up like no other.
Can you lay out?
Huh?
Can you lay out the red pill foundation or what they're built on?
Yeah, I'll read the first part just so people can understand, and I'll summarize it. Okay. Where is it? So again, oh come on. Oh shit, my shit just updated. Huh, okay, interesting. Anyways, here we go. So, red pill awareness. Okay, I'm not talking about no community, just red pill awareness itself. It's just a term to describe a philosophy or overview that encourages men to understand, okay, navigate societal, dating, and gender dynamics. Okay, it's important to note that red pill ideology can be interpreted and applied in various ways, some of which can be more constructive and respectful, RESPECT, respectful, than others. Okay, and when you have that type of focus, that look, I'm not trying to join in a community to pretty much dominate over women. I'm trying to get a full understanding of how to be a better person. Red Kool-Aid code. I'm not gonna argue with you, Cookie. All right, I know you donate the super chat, so I'm not gonna argue with you on that part. Let's see, Lady E, right, says, I take a couple uppers. Okay, I'll take a couple uppers, down a couple downers. Okay, this must be Louisiana talk, but nothing compares to these blue and yellow purple pills. Been to Mushroom Mountain once. Mushroom Mountain? Oh, okay. Sure enough, huh, Lady? Once or twice.
It's a song by D12 and Eminem called Purple Pills, man.
Oh, okay. So she quoting like a lyric then. But who's counting? But nothing compares to these blues. Okay. All right. Red Pill Raiders, straight to Kool-Aid. All right. Uh-huh. Okay. What she says? She says that's why if a man isn't willing to invest in you or show up for you, he doesn't like you, or he doesn't like you. Be honest to women so they don't get burnt out here. Okay. I can summarize the scroll of doom. Okay. Shout out D12. Okay. I forgot. Lady E got tonalities though. You gotta have maybe non-traditional relationships. Americans got talent. Bring Lady E up in the panel so she can sing for us. Let me see. Who takes pills? Sound like sick people that need healing. Okay, you got the D12 album. That's fire. Okay. And then solutions. Have you ever taken Tylenol, aspirin, ibuprofen for headaches or other elements? Those are pills. Oh, I'm for sure they probably have.
So,
and that's a good point to kind of bring out B-Eazy, because here's the thing: we could be very critical and judgmental on certain pills, though, but You know, we forget about all the other pills that we take. You know, that's not red or that's not blue. But go ahead, Rufus. I know you wanted to say something.
Yeah. To your point about the emotional intelligence, right? And emotional intelligence is, I guess, it is a good foundation for a man to start from, because to be emotionally intelligent will be meaning that, you know, are you going into, when you're courting or vetting or dating, whatever it is you're doing with a female, that you need to be aware, right? Emotional intelligence is aware of what you're getting yourself into and what is the potential of the outcome here. And all these things are enlightened of, okay, how can I be careful not to get myself in a train wreck? So therefore, because when we're dealing with women, they're coming from a sanctimonious mindset, right? And men, we're coming from a holier than thou mindset. So therefore, we have to kind of balance it out with the emotional intelligence part so that we don't get too far in. And I'm gonna add context to all this, so just so I can say what I'm saying. So, because being emotionally intelligent is being aware and being, you know, self-aware and what you're getting yourself into. So therefore, just don't want to just throw your money around, leading with your wallet. You don't want to not look at the red flags and evaluate the red flags, right? So all those things are a part of your current pursuit. Are you with me? So, because
okay, go ahead.
Are you with me? Are you?
Yeah, I'm kind of with you, but here's the thing, right? I want men to start thinking more beyond than just with women. I'm like I said, maybe kind of came in a little bit late when I was like reading the list down, but the red pill is not always. I mean, look, I get that people tend to absorb the red pill because they want to, you know, get an understanding for the opposite gender. I get that part, but the thing is that I want people to understand is that, like, okay, what you said about emotional intelligence, you got to apply emotional intelligence in any practice that you do. That could be at work when you're dealing with an emotional boss. That could be somewhere where you're dealing with other guys in partnerships. Like not every guy is going to be stoic, but sometimes when you bring that type of stoicism, that type of energy into your atmosphere, you can actually change things. The thing is, the problem is that when people they get into sorry, what was I gonna say? When people get so caught up into just using that to apply for women, that's where like the whole ideology shift, and then they try to convert that into game, and making it seem like, oh well, this is gonna be the way for me to really bag a bunch of women, or this is gonna help me to control a situation, but really, it's to help you to understand that particular situation, so that way, when that does occur, how will you be able to handle that?
Well, just right. You have to understand, a man is going into a situation most times not behind the 8 ball, right? He's trying to work his way up to her standards. It's very rarely do men make women work up to their standards, right? So typically, when we're talking about being emotional intelligent, I understand the workplace or whatever, right? What we're talking about in this situation is to make it even playing field, right? That's all we're saying. I'm not trying to get too far in, because remember, once again, a woman is coming from a sanctimonious mindset. So therefore, you're behind the 8 ball off the top. She thinks all men are bad, all men are cheaters, the dogs, whatever. She has all these ideologies that have been passed on to her from her parents, to social media, to everything, right? About men, this image, but not knowing that there's women are just as bad, right? They do just as much wrong stuff as we do. They're no better than we are, but it's just the mindset is, well, I'm better than you, and you have to come up to my standards. So therefore, a man in that type of situation is pretty much getting drugged like a rag doll, right? You essentially got to You essentially gotta, because you're offering monogamous, right? Monogamy. You're offering that off for no charge, for no price. That's one of her standards, which is probably the number one on top of the list. And then financial security, which is providing, right? Protection, that's subjective, but providing is a absolute. If a woman has more money than you, she makes more money than you. If you're not in her level, she will not take you in, right? In most 90% of the cases. So therefore, once again, protect yourself, right? Protecting your investment, which is your emotional investment and your financial investment, while you're courting your quote unquote maybe wife or whatever.
Okay. So again, it's not just about inter relationship dynamics. Again, like King's Dream said, right? It's about physical, mental health as well too. Yeah, and financial literacy. But a lot of these people are missing out on the core things that's most important. And I think when you look at the red pill in a way to improve yourself, you'll be focused less on women and focus more on you. Creative Solutions, I know you're here, so salutes to you. We'll let you build.
Hey everybody, so I'm about to go off. So first and
Creative
foremost,
Solutions. Creative Solutions. Hello. Hold on
yes,
1 second,
yeah.
sister. I just want to say one thing. I'm gonna let you rock out. I'm gonna say one thing.
Okay.
The one thing I want to say is, and it was about the comment that you put about how men are supposed to do things for women who's earned the right. What I want to say is that you are correct based on the fact that if communication has happened first, right? So if I've laid down my expectations and that woman has, delivered on those expectations, then yes, she does deserve me to do something right for her because she's delivered on expectations. Now, if I haven't communicated my expectations and I haven't communicated things that I'm looking for, things of that nature that I want, I haven't provided her any context to my, to my boundaries, to my standards, to what I'm looking for, to what I want to build, right? I don't have any type of plans, anything. And we just, either just, hooking up or whatever, and it is what it is. Then yeah, she don't deserve nothing because we ain't building nothing. We just hooking up. You know what I mean? We just hanging out. But if we are in a real relationship, or we are building towards a real relationship, and she actually does the things that I'm asking her to do, then yes, she does deserve me to treat her right and to do the right things for her. Vice versa. You know what I mean? She lays down her standards and boundaries, and I'm meeting the qualifications. Yeah, you know what I mean? Cook a brother a meal. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Rub my feet, rub my back. You know what I mean? Like when I come home from work, you feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Take care of a brother. Have the slippers by the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've earned that right as a man. You know what I'm saying? So if you earn the right to be treated right, then you need to be treated right. And that's just the bottom line. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to add Cookie to the stream. Hold on. There she go. But yeah, Creative Solution. I just want to say that. So you are right. If those things are communicated, right? If they're not communicated, then you can't expect nobody to do something for you. So yeah.
Okay, I agree with that stance. So I'm sorry, but I am so anti red pill. The stuff like I don't know, like it boils my blood. And the reason why I have to say this because I have actually dated a guy who was red pill. And it was the most horrible relationship ever in life. Like I swear to God, I felt like when I was around him, like I was an annoying person. Like I felt like he hated women. But yet he still wanted to be around me. He still wanted to pay for dates. He still wanted to do this. But when it came to communication, it wasn't good communication whatsoever. When it came to like, let's go here, let's go there, he didn't have a mind frame of what to do. But he wanted to be in charge. And I just wanted to say that, like, I am so against it. I could understand if it's from like if you're building, your finances, you're focusing on yourself, and you're focusing on self-love. I'm all for that. But the simple fact that you gotta bash women in order to do that, I'm so against that, because you know why? Because these men, they take on these beliefs and they understand what you guys are saying, and they go out in the world and that's how they view women.
But creative solutions, that's not red pill men.
I
You're
just told
talking.
you I dated a guy who was red pill. He said
Well,
he was red pill.
Again, that is not a red pill man. That is a man that took little snippets and then really apply. Because red pill is an ideology. It's not meant to be a cult or religion. It's not even meant to do the things that he's doing.
But it is, though. If you look at who was in charge.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you what I went through.
I know you went through personally, but I'm just telling you overall.
He was watching the videos for like umpteen years, like 5-6 years plus.
No. You're not getting where I'm coming from. What I'm saying, creative solution is this, right? You know, these. Okay, so a lot of times, because one or few other people go through a bad experience. Well, some dude, right, that just digest so minimum, and all of a sudden you just name yourself, oh, I'm super red pill, when really you're a super incel. You got that incel type of mentality. You know, I wouldn't even give you the title of red pill because you pretty much is taking that and you're flipping it into a way that is supposed to be demeaning and dominating, and that's not even how red pills are supposed to be. That's why I gave you guys the breakdown in the beginning of it, because a lot of people misconstrue red pill to be some type of society of women hating type of men. Those are just pretty much men that unfortunately hate women. You know, whether they're blue pill, incels, so-called red pill, however you want to call them, however they want to call themselves, you know, but I'm no longer going to put them in a box where they're not even meant to be. That's the point I'm saying.
No, you got to do the history, see, because the red pill has a leader. And this leader guy is an old white dude with a guitar hanging on his background with a long ponytail. His name will go unnamed. And he has these 8 rules. And he's getting all in the business of black people and got black men thinking that they should hate black women. And it's all a government plant. So let's start with a couple of them. I remember he said you need to have a vasectomy in your 20s. You shouldn't get married. You shouldn't procreate. You shouldn't. It was like 8 stupid ass cult like rules. Almost. We don't want black men and women together. And this is where the idea came from. This white man, this old white man, and here we are 10 to 10 12 years later, with fighting with black men about some rules, a red pill that a white dude created somewhere to depopulate black people, and allegedly. It ain't allegedly.
No, I have to say allegedly for YouTube's sake. So.
Allegedly. But anyway, yeah. So my whole problem is with it is that it's dumb and they're following it, and they're blindly following it like cattle going into the slaughterhouse, and they're losing black women behind it and abusing us verbally and emotionally at the same time. So I'm anti-red pill. I have a problem with it, and I have a problem with anybody that has it. As a matter of fact, that's one of our vetting questions, ladies. Make sure you ask if these Negroes is part of the red pill, because if they are, they're blindly following a cult. It is a weird cult of women-hating men that want to get vasectomies at 20s and never get married, and there's no point. There's no point in dating one if they really into it like that. And that's all I had to say. It's whack, it's lame, and it's usually for ugly people, because cute men don't have a problem getting women.
No.
Okay, I'm 3. I got an example. What's that other guy who was from the islands who be up on the panel? I remember one time, and you guys said you got the red pill thing from him, right? I remember one time I was on your panel, and he started going in on women and talking about how they be on they be on government support, collective child support, and all of these things. And I'm just like, Why automatically he switches to that? Like why?
He,
Like why? Out of all the
I,
things you can say about women, just out of nowhere, he brings this stuff up. It's like an
I,
urge to bring it up. You don't
I'm,
see women
I'm
going
not.
around doing that. You don't see women going
Okay,
around
okay,
saying
hold on.
that nasty.
Okay,
He
hold on for a second. Well, I'm
brainwashed.
not at liberty to say about his occupation, but he's saying from his occupational experiences.
He brainwashed.
I would stand with
Hold
something
on.
there. Okay.
Salute the Kings of
Salute Kings
Dreams.
and
Salute,
Dreams.
salute. Let me say this. You know, I think that I think that I think it varies based on your experience and who you deal with, as far as who believes in the rhetoric of red pill or any rhetoric, right? You can get with a brother who, you know, what I mean, who is of a certain faith, or certain religious faith or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be Christian, Muslim, whatever. He could be a certain faith, and he can move one way, and then all of a sudden, he's moving differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, wait, hold on. I thought you believed in this. I thought you believe in, nothing happened, before marriage, and I believe you believed in this, and the brother could just totally switch up on you. So it just depends on the person. Each person is going to show you who they are. You know what I'm saying? They may say they believe in something, or they may say that their behavior is beneficial, but you just have to test them and vet them out and see if what they're saying is aligned with what they really are presenting to you. And I'm sorry that you went through that experience, sister. Creative Solution. I'm sorry you went through that. You know what I mean? I think that definitely would make a person feel like I don't want to deal with nobody who's like that ever again. And I would totally understand if you wouldn't. But understand that's not everyone. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I know Kings of Dreams is up here, and I'm gonna let him rock out. Go ahead, Kings of Dreams.
What's going on? Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good Monday.
It was
Yeah, we
great.
chilling, bro. We chilling. We
How
chilling. What
about
up?
it?
What up?
Yeah, I'm
Salute,
doing
salute.
good.
Okay, that's
How
good.
about?
That's good.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, yeah, just to kind of piggyback off of what you have said, Mr. Best. Yeah, it all depends on the individual, right? And there's going to be good apples and bad apples, because there are some people who have the ideology, and some people will say certain things, and it's like, what, like, and I know the gentleman, I believe it was Cookie. You were talking about Rolo Tomasi, and Rolo Tomasi is actually married. Right? So, and when he said that, like, I even like looked at, kind of gave a side eye. And with this thing is that,
Hmm.
like, you gotta chew the meat and spit out the bones, like, because certain things that certain people say, and just kind of go back to what you said, Mr. Best, like, um, like, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. That's just the way I take that. And unfortunately, with the bad apples, there are some men that are frustrated because they've had situations where they've been with a woman, or have gotten their heart broken, or they're not able to obtain women. And what they do is they'll take the information, and then they get angry, and kind of what you have said, M3, earlier, about the red pill rage. Certain men are just stuck in that rage, and it's like, certain men do hate women, right? And for me, like, I don't hate women at all, like, you know what I mean. And I think that what's important is to really understand human nature. And people talk about the interrelationship dynamics, but it's a lot bigger than that. And I know that interrelationship dynamics is a big talking point, whether it be on different people's channels or panels or what have you. But the whole thing really is supposed to be for the betterment of men, because most men in today's society are weak, right? Not to be too long-winded, but most men, in today's society are weak. They're mentally weak. Why are they mentally weak? Because most men have been raised in a single parent household with the woman, and they don't have any male figures that's really helping them out. So the red pill is supposed to help these men out, but you do have some men that take the ideology, and they end up hating women. They end up, I think it was Creative Solutions, that guy. he was being disrespectful towards you, and then you guys would go out. He didn't know how to make a decision, but then he would be upset because he wanted to be the leader. It's like, no, see, you're not supposed to be controlling. You're supposed to be in control. I don't want to be too long-winded, but I just wanted to say those couple of things.
No, I appreciate you for coming up here, Kings of Dreams.
Let me piggyback off of what he's saying. I think that in King of Dreams, I agree with you because I know Stan is up here. I want to let him rock out. I agree with what you're saying, bro. I think at the end of the day, I think like you just made a comment like how you feel like certain people are weak, or you feel like men are weak as a whole. Like I feel like society in itself is more comfortable just due to technology. I don't think that we're weaker. We're just more comfortable. Each era of technology as we advance, it just makes people more comfortable, right? People like back in ancient times, right? Ain't nobody really walking no more because they don't got to. You know what I mean? People ain't got to wear, people ain't barefoot no more. People got Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Like we've advanced, like things advance in time. It makes life more easier and more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? That's just life. Before you had to go to the grocery store, right? If you didn't go to the grocery store, you wasn't getting your food. Now your food delivered to you, right? So that's just how life is. Life makes people more and more comfortable due to technology. It's always been that way. You had horses and carriage. Then we went from horses and carriage, and now we have, trains. Went from trains to automobiles. And then we got automobiles. Now we got airplanes and Learjets and all this other stuff. And now Teslas. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how society is. And it's going to always be that way. But I think, and that also impacts our mindset. Because the more comfortable we get, right, due to technology, the less that we have to really think and really process and do things. So that's just a nature of life. But I also think dynamics is true. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's different just based on a person. We got to stop saying that certain people hate a certain group just because they choose to just only deal with certain people. So if a man chooses to only deal with women who live in a foreign land, that doesn't mean that he hates, women that are here. It just means that he wants to date women that are foreign. Salute to Marcus. You know what I mean? If a dude only wants to date women that are here and he don't want to deal with a woman that lives, in a foreign land, that don't mean that he hates foreign women. He just wants to date women in America. Or vice versa. If a woman chooses the same thing. So we gotta stop saying, because somebody chooses something that they just automatically hate something else. I feel like we do that a lot. Just because somebody makes a choice, we just feel like they hate something else that is opposite of their choice. But I digress.
Yeah, no, really quick, and Stan, I know that you've been here for a minute. I just wanted to say this really quick. So when I meant by the men being weak, and I agree with everything else that you said, I was talking about the men being mentally weak, because you have a lot of mentally weak men out here. So that's what I was referring to. But everything that you said, Mr. Best, is correct. I just wanted to say that part. So, and I should have specified, but I was talking about their mentality, like their mental is weak. That's what I was talking about.
I still say like they're weak, because comfortability, too much comfort can like lead to a bunch of weakness. Because now like you're not doing the things naturally, that is God given. You know what I mean? Yes, we have technology that can make us smarter or can make us dumber. A lot of these people are more dumber than anything else by just relying on technology and not really relying on their own human brain to really solve problems, which it's a half and half toss up. But
M3, I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question for you, M3. So you said, okay, based on your rhetoric, I'm just going based on your rhetoric, right? Mm-hmm. Based on your rhetoric, our natural God-given ability is to walk, right? So are you going to walk from your house all the way to work, or are you going to drive?
Well, not even like our older people like walk all the way to work. I get what you're saying. Of course, you're going to drive.
So that doesn't make you weak, though. That doesn't make you weak because you're not using your God-given ability to walk. You're using the technology advances. No, but I'm saying if when you make a statement, that's how the statement reads. People are not looking for context. Maybe we should, right? Maybe when people say stuff, people should look for context and understanding. You know what I'm saying? And that would make conversations a lot better. But when we say things, right? That's why I don't cast aspersions on people or judgment on people because, it could be taken either way, right? So if I have certain comforts in my home, right? Some people can be like, "Oh, you weak." No, I ain't weak. It's just the fact that I've been able to buy certain things, and I've been able to have certain things because of the hard work that I put in, right? But we don't ask for context though, and so we make these judgments and we never ask for context, and that's why people get offended because if we calling somebody strong, weak, whatever, people get easily offended or they may feel a certain way because we're never asking for context or providing context. It's not your
I'm
fault. You
trying.
didn't say anything
So,
wrong, but
uh,
that's what people just automatically think. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, I get that due to their level of sensitivity, but okay, let's kind of put a spin onto it, right? Let's say like the area to let's say the grocery store, okay? The grocery store is like 5 blocks away from your house. Before you have a car, you was walking. You was walking from point A to point B. You're getting your exercise in, even if you're not even trying to walk, but you have no choice but to walk. Now, of course, passively, you are building your ability to exercise, get your cardio in, and then you gotta grab the groceries, you gotta hold up, and sometimes the groceries could be heavy. So now you're building muscles as you're doing it. But now once you get the car, does that vehicle play a and I get the vehicle play a benefit of conveniency. But but naturally, right, for the human body, did having a car do you any good?
I mean,
Uh,
yeah, because now you're able to travel and you're able to provide
no,
yourself
no, I'm
with
talking
the
about physically
groceries.
for
That
your
doesn't.
body.
Yeah, yeah, no, but okay, but you actually working on your health and fitness should not matter if you have a car or not. That should be something that you just are self
I was
disciplined
just
about.
about to say you should be doing that after you get the car anyway.
But
Yeah,
the,
you should be doing that
but
before and after you get the car, basically. You know what I'm saying?
here's
So
okay,
that
go.
should just be
Mhm.
something that's in you to do.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
having a car is just a level of you to travel from point A to point B because eventually you are going to need a car for something or a bus or a train or something, a bike, something. You're gonna need something, right,
But
to get from somewhere to somewhere. But I get what you're saying. Having that level of conveniency can make you. It could, right, if you're not already self disciplined, right. It could make you
Mhm.
be more relaxed and more lazy. So I get your point. Like I said,
Yeah, okay,
you didn't say
okay.
nothing wrong. It's just the
Yeah, yeah.
context of the conversation. I do want to get the stand though. So
All right,
It's
go ahead, go ahead.
absolutely wrong to get lazy after you get a car, honestly. But
Wait, say again?
it's absolutely wrong to be lazy after you get a car. But I'm a fitness person, so just like this whole red Kool-Aid thing is wrong. Like when you fill in the context, I gave y'all the backstory. I'm still trying to understand what the conversation is about. It's a cult. It's a cult. It's an insert by the government. It's a plant, just like Planned Parenthood was,
Mm-hmm.
and they're trying to depopulate black people, and
So
people are falling for it. That's just what it is. We're fighting amongst each
and I
other
still gotta
like
say
cats and
allegedly
dogs.
because YouTube is like the government. But
That's
yeah.
fine. I get it. And we're fighting like cats and dogs amongst each other. But they might as well put crack back in the neighborhoods at this point. Like
No.
it's getting ridiculous. You
If
know,
it's
I
allegedly that Red Pill is a cult, why can't we say that feminist movement is also a cult? Because the
don't care.
feminist
I'm not
movement,
part of that
I
either.
know, but
It's a
we have
cult.
to we have to call stuff out because unlike feminist movements that have taken place, this is something one that's new, and then two we're evaluating it, right? Which is great. I don't think this has happened for the feminist movement as of yet. What we're looking at is the product of it. To shut down right now and make things go further is going to be worse. I think a lot of times we do have to challenge stuff. And this is the thing of men. Men, we see a problem, we want to fix it, change course, and go forward. That's what's natural for us. If it don't work, we want to fix it or discard it and move forward. We don't do the same talking points all the time. I think the reason why we're doing the same talking points now more than ever is because now women are in the space and women are not listening, or women feel threatened, or women feel hurt. But look, it's about conversation. It's about knowing what's going on. Red pill community is bigger than what it is. It's so many different pockets. All of it is not the same. And that's where men fit in. Men find what they fit in, and they handle it, and they go move forward with their lives, and that's it. It's not going anywhere. Sadly, I was just gonna say that. Sadly, when it comes
anywhere,
to,
but stop dragging us into that BS.
well,
We don't want to be
y'all
involved.
came into the space and y'all want to know more, right?
No, I didn't want to know more. I did my research. Stay away from men that are red pill because they full of shit.
Yeah, that's
And I
a little
told my
too
daughter
wide.
the same
Nah,
thing.
that's
Nah,
not
man,
enough
my God.
research.
Nah, man, y'all
That's
leader
not
is
too much
an old
research.
white dude, and y'all don't even want to admit it, bro. Like that's what's crazy.
Well, here's what I'm saying: red pill started by white men, so
I know.
let's get that right. But then there's the white men have their own stuff, and the black man went somewhere else. There is two different communities here. You might have some black men that are in red pill, but those aren't the same black men that a lot of black men follow. Now, when you guys had ladies, I'm going now since we're generating men or generalizing men, the Miss I Don't Date a Bus Driver was coming around and spitting some stuff, and what she did was sit down and target black men, and that's why she getting the backlash with some BS.
As she should.
Okay, so where's that coming from? And how we're going to combat that type of stuff? Because guess what? You can't sit down and talk about communities and not understand the communities and not understand what's the needs of those communities and think that you're going to sit down and just say anything. It doesn't work. I think right now it doesn't work. Men are speaking out more. It's not going anywhere, ladies. You got either like listen to the men, change.
We ain't got to listen to no hate speech. My
Yeah, right.
The
I'm not
how's the
listening
hate
to
speech?
that.
We listen to your hate speech all the time. It's all in the
Hold on.
movies.
Hold on, family. Hold on, because we hold on, right? And I think this is what we just need a history lesson. I'm gonna provide it because that's what I do. Our people have always had to provide solutions. So Stan, you're wrong. It's not just the man, it's men and women. For us to even get past slavery, segregation, civil rights, both men and women had to do their part, or else we would have still not had any rights or anything else, whether it's in the Caribbean or in America or anywhere else. Because we were colonized and oppressed. Okay, so we always had to do our part. The woman ain't never stay home and not do nothing. The man ain't never stay home and not do nothing because we ain't have that. Our people ain't never have that choice, and we still don't earn. We still earn less than 1% of the world's wealth. So let's start there. So this whole rhetoric, and I think this whole rhetoric of us believing that women ain't never do nothing or men ain't never do nothing is complete BS. And we got to start blaming each other and really look at the bigger. That's not where I was
coming from.
But hold on, let me finish. I understand, but it's what you said, bro. So I'm just saying.
No,
I know that's not where you. I know that's not where you're coming from, but I'm just providing context. But I also think that you know when we are discussing relationships and we're discussing things, just because somebody believes in red pill, that doesn't mean that they're necessarily a bad or wrong person, right? Or just because somebody believes in something, it doesn't actually mean that they're not going to treat somebody right in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So we got to stop doing also fear mongering as well. So Cookie, you may feel like a dude that's red pill may not treat you right, but he may treat you like a queen. You never know. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so it depends on the person.
But it's like
Good morning,
why
Kimberly.
does he
Good to
have
see you.
to subscribe to that? Like why does he have to subscribe to that? You know, why he can't tune into his own intuition or things that can build him up? Why does he have to, subscribe to that?
Why do we subscribe to religion? Why do we subscribe to religion, sister? Why do we do that? Why don't our people?
I'm just saying.
But why don't our people create our own stuff or go back to the stuff that we used to have that was ours instead of following what other people are telling us to do?
I do.
I would go with that.
Just to put in there is
go ahead.
I feel that red pill, or I think that red pill was a bunch of men coming together and like-minded about how they feel that life is going for them with women, and feminism is fueled and enabled by men. So therefore, which is two different things. Where the feminist movement is once again supported and fueled by men. So women are getting there all what they're getting from us giving it to them. The red pill is just men saying, hey, we really don't like that the other men are giving them all these caveats and all these extra privileges, but it's a battle against man versus man. Women is not really the problem in aesthetics of the growth of feminism. The problem is the men who are backing the men who are backing them and supporting them and empowering them to be the best they can be, to be all you can be.
Hold on. Wait. We got to before I do. I gotta read Marcus's comment, right?
Okay.
And I kind of get what you're saying, Ruthless Truth or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But let me get to Marcus. He says, why do women, especially these young or old women from the West, I guess West America, personalize the dumb, ignorant women in music with their toxic femininity? Damn.
I don't know. I don't
okay, hold on. Okay, so Marcus, if you're talking about people who support like a Sierra or City Girls or whatever, that's a small subculture of women. And listen, here's the thing, right? There's another thing we got to stop doing. Stop trying to make people who want to be ratchet and who want to do drilling and who want to be negative. Stop trying to make them be businesswomen or businessmen. They don't want that. They want to be about, you know what I mean, the bull crap. They want to be negative. So if they have their little subculture being and drilling and doing all this other craziness, let them be. They know what they're getting themselves into. Stop trying to pull them and you trying to take an outside dog and bring them inside. It ain't gonna work. Let that dog stay outside. Straight up. They have their communities. They are okay with being ratchet and being ghetto. Okay? That's what they are, and that's what they want to be. And let me cover the Ebony K. Williams thing real quick, and I'm gonna go on mute because I gotta grab some food. Now, as far as Ebony K. Williams, this woman said she wants to date a certain type of guy. That's her choice. You know what I mean? If I'm a man, I'm gonna say I only want to date a certain type of woman. Right? I'm gonna say, hey, look, she can't have this, she can't have that. I don't want to have that. She got to be this tall. She got to be around this weight. You know what I'm saying? Does that make me a bad man or a bad person? No. I'm saying what you got to do to be qualified to be with me. I don't care what you got to do to be qualified with Ruthless Truth or Kings and Dreams or M3 or Stan. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about what you got to do to be with me.
Thank you.
But that's not the case what she did.
So hold on. She stated what she wanted and what she would do and what you have to qualify to be with her. I'm gonna give you the qualifications to be with me, right? I'm gonna say, all right, if you don't look like a Janet Jackson or a Halle Berry, you know what I mean, or you don't look like a certain type of woman, then I'm not gonna do certain type of things for you. I'm not doing certain things. You gotta have your looks gotta look a certain way. You know what I mean? You gotta eat certain things. You gotta work out a certain amount of time to be with me. You know what I mean? You gotta learn how to travel. You gotta know how to enjoy certain scenery and things like that. You gotta read books. So I'm gonna have all these qualifications. So if she got qualifications that she listed, and if you as a man don't fit it, don't be mad. Just have your own qualifications that fits you, and you find the right one for you. So if she don't fit your qualifications and you don't fit into what she wants, then man, let her be. Man, there's a woman who worked, like I said, there's a girl working at McDonald's that look just like her. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But I digress, man. You know what I mean? Y'all people just gotta find what fits them.
Wait. Before y'all start talking and ranting, right? But this is what I was talking about earlier in the live stream. For some reason, I don't know why nobody wasn't listening to me, but I brought her name up, you know, and I said, like, look, even me, okay, as a transit worker, right? I'm not even gonna take offense to that because you know why? I know where her destination is. Okay. Obviously, she's cutting her options short and she's okay with being alone because ain't nobody gonna be taking her seriously that's already well-to-do and you're trying to place these demands. That's cool of how you want to operate in your own lifetime. But I also said men gotta start operating the same way how women operate. So if you have those expectations and those high standards, we gotta build those standards up. And here's the thing: if they get mad, then they're a feminist, okay, and a narcissist. And that's
but people gotta have those standards in three.
That is funny.
But in three, in our community, we gotta have standards. Our community doesn't have standards, right? And then we get frustrated when we don't get the certain type of results. That's the problem. Our community doesn't have standards. You know what I'm saying? So in our community, because we don't have certain standards, then we get mad because we're not getting a certain type of results. If you do nothing, you get nothing. You have to have standards if you want the type of results that you're looking for.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
But
She wants.
But
Hold on one second. She wants to date a certain type of man, and I think also she said that to kind of like, I won't say she said it to troll, but I think it was kind of like a setup in a sense, where it's like, I think if a dude really came at her the right way, I think all that bus driver rhetoric would go right out the window, man. I really believe that, to be honest with you.
I think
she just said it just to say that.
I think she bashes black men because she really just want a white man, and she trying to revoke her black card. Honestly, that's just my take on it.
I think so.
No, I think
she's
she's
okay
just.
to have her standards. There's nothing wrong with
It's
that.
okay for it. I'm just saying, like,
I mean, y'all don't gotta date her. She gotta find somebody who's gonna date her.
nobody said.
No,
But
no.
look, the difference. This
Go
is the
ahead,
difference between dating and getting bust down. So she probably got those things confused. So it's one thing you got bust down by a billionaire. It's another thing that you're gonna date one. That's one. And I think a lot of times a lot of people don't understand that. What you got bust down by is not who you're gonna get married to. If we have to be honest with society, that's where we're at. People getting bust down by everybody else, they assume they deserve the best. Well, that trip to Dubai, you probably got one time in your life and that was it. You got bust down and you back on the corner in Martin Luther King Boulevard. I don't know what to tell you after that.
that's why you take yourself to Dubai. What we getting bust
I don't
down
know. I
for?
don't believe that, but okay.
Okay,
But that's
hold
the
on.
doesn't matter if
I
you
don't
believe it or
believe
not.
any of
That's
that.
the whole thing about
Once
society,
again-
right?
once
Ebony
again,
K
tell-
believe that she's better than Ebony K can believe what she believe in. You can believe what you believe in. I can believe what I believe in. What we keep on doing is keep like that whole thing. We're not in the old times where your status and your money really gets you to places. A lot of times we get to the places about the grace of sex. And
No,
if
it's
you guys
not.
wanna
What
sit
are you
down,
talking
just
about? If
sex,
she works
bust down, do
hard
the work
on
down.
herself,
No, she didn't. She was
yes,
a
she
public
did.
defender. Her boyfriend, documented, fiance, paid for her a place to stay for 4 years. You know what that is. You're gonna be okay. All that independency, once again, owned by a white man, and she got what she wanted. What she did, what B-Eazy just wrote down, is true. She included all men. You come back the second time, and you went ahead and you target black men. Oh, why do you target black men? Because guess what? Black men, we follow Kevin Samuels. Black men are easily the villain. That's what we are for. And that was
she went too far on that part, though.
Yeah.
She went,
Man, I don't even know why we
just-
care. Ebony's gonna die alone anyway, man. She'll be all right.
No, she
Just-
get
just to-
she get her eggs met from the sperm donor, so she's gonna have some kids.
So just
Okay.
just to-
Yeah,
just to
I think
jump in,
I think we
just to add
wasted
to
way
the-
too much time talking about
just to
it.
add to
Yeah, that's her
add to
life.
the,
Yeah.
the conversation is us men got to stop speaking with a double tongue too, right? Because on one end we're yelling out women need to be this, but in the pillow talking we tell them we're enabling them to be all they can be.
What
do you
wrong with
mean?
being all what we can be?
Yeah, you can be all you can be is Proverbs 31. All you can be Proverbs 31. Go for it.
I'm not a Bible thumper. Enlighten me, my boy.
I'm lost.
We keep saying that we want feminine, submissive, all these type of women, right? But yet we're empowering them to get degrees, and we're saying that you can be the
What
biggest.
the fuck?
There's
And this
nothing
is
wrong with a woman
this is-
getting the degree.
this is
Like,
straight
what's
into the
wrong
ego.
with that?
Once the ego is not easy dealt with. So therefore, at this point right now, men,
Yeah.
we got to get our house in order for we want any type of change.
This makes no sense. What is wrong with a woman getting a degree? What is
I'm
wrong
not
with
saying
that?
I'm not creating solutions. I'm not saying it's wrong with women getting degrees, but the problem is when you enable them and not make that their forefront of their life, then they're not becoming good wives. They're not becoming the woman for the men that actually want to get married. Now they're just smart and intelligent and overtalk everybody, and then nobody want them.
Okay, so Rufus,
but a good wife for who?
hold on a minute.
Like,
A
what
good-
the
Hold on a
hell?
minute.
Go ahead, Keith, go ahead.
I think what you're trying to say, that the woman is not prioritizing her man, she's prioritizing her education over her man. Is that what you're trying to say?
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh my
All right.
God.
Yeah, because
Men has to be catered to 24/7.
No, but what he's trying, but what he's trying to say, he's not trying to say a woman can't get her degree, but what he's saying is that like the woman should prioritize her man as well. That's what he's trying to convey.
What do you mean by prioritize a man? Like, is the man like a baby? He needs to be fed. You want to bathe him.
No,
He has to be like.
no.
Like,
Like
what
a
do you
child that
mean?
needs
Let me
to
answer
be
that
taken
question.
care of.
Let me answer that question.
Which one
So
is
here's
it?
what I'm talking about, creators. So let me help you out. See, once again, and I'm standing on this. Men, we love women. We will give you guys the world. All we do want is cooperation from you guys. We just want simple things: peace, right? Teamwork. We don't. If you get a degree, as long as you understand your role to make us greater, then it's fine. But what's happening is you're challenging us, our ego, and now we're conflict of interest. So now we're not building and growing together. You got your money, I got my money, and now we're on a mountain looking at each other, facing off, saying, "Well, who's the baddest motherfucker?" And then divorce or the relationship's over. So therefore, I'm not saying a woman can't have a career, but she needs to understand that family's first, and the man that she aspires to be with, the man that she aspires to grow with and have a family with, she needs to cater to him so that they can be a stronger team.
I would agree that she does need to put her family first. I would say that, yes.
That's what I'm
Sir,
saying.
it's your
No, her
age. The
family
woman
also
you
doesn't
get
want her
with
man
needs to
to
already have a
create a
degree.
solution. How about her man?
But let me hold on. Y'all need to take a pause for the cause. Number one, salute the Quantum Twin. What's going on? What's going on? Kimberly KMA, we see you. We see you. Come up if you can. I know you got your cup of coffee going, but come up if you can. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, salute to Kimberly KMA. Definitely follow her on all social media platforms. Follow Quantum on social media platforms as well. She got some stuff brewing as well. But yeah, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get the Queen.
B-Eazy Dat Dude, that's what too. And what's up, Queen?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely follow B-Eazy Dat Dude, man. You've been putting out some great stuff. So I'm gonna say this. At the end of the day, asking people their view of relationships is like asking people what they believe as far as religion. It's gonna be different no matter who you ask. You know what I'm saying? So everybody believes that a household should be ran a different way. Everybody believes that the household should be done a certain way. You know, me and them three, man, we brothers, you know what I'm saying? But we believe households should be ran ways that he believes certain things, I believe certain things, right? It don't make him bad, it don't make me bad, it don't make him good, it don't make me good. We run our households the way we feel like we should run them as men. You know what I'm saying? And we have different things that we are choosing and things that we want in our households. So everybody wants something different. Why? Because we have the freedom to choose that. You know what I'm saying? So because we have the freedom to choose that, we can choose how we want and what type of style we want to lead, or if we even don't want to lead at all. Some men don't want to lead at all, and they're fine with taking a back seat. You know what I mean? That's crazy to me. I would never do that, right? But everybody's different, and they have the free choice to do that. You know? Oh, Queen just dropped out. Oh, there she go. Queen, if you've been listening to the conversation, go ahead. If you haven't, then yeah.
What's wrong with Avatar? I keep disappearing.
You already know. So,
We're talking about Red Pill, Queen. Just to let you know.
The colors. Y'all talking about the colors again?
Yeah, the colors of the rainbow.
So I don't even know what red pill, what their stance is. I know it is some bullshit. So, I'll just listen for a little bit.
Again,
Thank you, Queen.
But how is it BS if you don't understand it?
Hold on. I got this.
Hold on. Let's clarify. I didn't say I don't understand. I said I don't follow it. So it's bullshit.
You said you didn't understand it,
because
though.
I choose not to follow it. That's the difference. So I'll digress. I'll let you guys talk.
But see, the education is important, right? Because
here's the thing, right? No, it's not.
These two people figure out everything that.
Not all.
Oh, left.
Do you need to learn how to cook crack? All education is not important. Stop the bullshit.
That's the problem, right? Everyone's running around with ignorance, right? But they're not trying to run around with understanding, right?
Go add to your artillery.
When foreigners come from other countries, right, they're forced to try to learn and understand our language and how American culture is. But we don't take the time to try to learn about their language, their culture, and understand. And you wonder why, we're known as the ignorant ones out, of other countries. But
okay, cool.
Yeah, you
Anyway,
like I said, like you know,
we're not going.
you gotta understand, right? Red pill is not just some BS or whatever, right? If you
What
really
is it,
take the
Andrew? Break
time,
it down, Red. Big
look,
Red.
I broke it down 2 times already. You came late. If you want,
Okay,
the whole breakdown come in the beginning of the
educate
live
me,
stream.
homie. I'm
But
asking to be educated.
summarize it, right? It's
It's
an
a cult.
ideology. It's not a cult. It's not a religion. Okay. Now Christianity and all these other religions that you guys practice on, yeah, that's a religion, you know. But it's the way how people are looking at it, and
I have a
obviously
question for you, MT.
nobody want to take the time to really understand that the whole purpose of trying to be red pill is understanding the ways of society. Not everyone is going to be for red pill rage. Not everyone's going to hate women. Everyone's going to most people are going to take the knowledge, right, and learn how to be better people. So I don't understand why there's so much hatred, because you had a bad experience with one
You're
bum.
not feeling the hate because you have a penis, my boy.
Let me ask you a question. I know why they don't like red pill, right?
Why?
And I'm tell you why.
Maybe
It's just like a man doesn't like nobody getting away with his money, right? Red pill is getting away with women's money. So therefore, of course, they're not gonna like it. Why would they want you? Why would you want something?
Why would you want something that?
Let him get to his point.
You know, why would you want something that's potentially going to ruin your bag, right? So therefore, of course, they're gonna hate it, right? They're not gonna go with that because they like being catered to. They like being the prize, right? They like getting all these things like paying for dinner. They like all that. So anything that comes against that, it takes away from their being the queen and having that sanctimonious attitude, they're going to go against it.
Actually,
I normally talk to you, my boy.
Yeah, red pill is increasing the
You
sales.
sound crazy.
Okay, red pill is increasing the sales of OnlyFans.
Red pill will never stop from getting their bag. You know why? Because you men lead with your bag and you think with your penis. That's why women will always get the bag from y'all, because y'all idiots. Y'all
see that? She just admitted it.
You look at a
big but Queen, you don't even take the time to really study on like
it's true. It's self-gratification.
I'm not done talking. You look at a big booty and a smile, and you'll give them anything you want to give.
What's wrong with that?
So y'all think that's why women will always get the bag, because you men choose to give it up. So choose better, be wiser, and choose without the thing slinging between your legs, and think with the brain that God gave you. Some of you may not have one, but think with it. Try to find one.
See what I'm saying, M3?
See, here we go with this. See, I knew this conversation was going to spark up something, right? Because the thing is, nobody doesn't want to learn. And that's why I put it out there for you guys. I put out 20 bullet points out there, right? Even though Queen missed all 20 bullet points because she came late. But
your bullet points are dumb anyway, so it don't matter.
But you know what? But you know what? What she said.
Go ahead.
But you know what? No, but you know what she said is right. A lot of men leave with their wallet and they think what's in between their legs. This is why the red pill is needed. Now, some men take the information and they do incorrect things with it. But this is why men need to do the right things with that information, because men do leave with their wallet and men will do stupid stuff just to get what's in between a woman's legs.
Hello. What? Kings of Dreams agreed? I'm shocked.
But listen to what I said, right? So I said, I don't think that we disagree on a lot. But what I was gonna say is that I said the red pill is needed because you have men that will do anything to get in between a woman's legs, leave with their wallet, paying a woman's rent, buying a woman clothes, subscribing to her OnlyFans, and all of these different things, right? So they simp themselves out because they think they're gonna get some poom, right? And this is why I was saying that the red pill is needed so that these men can be redirected to realize, like, give yourself some value and show some respect for yourself. Now, on the flip side of that, there are some men that will do incorrect things with the information that they are getting.
Y'all really out here talking about this red pill that a white
They
man
really, they
created.
really are. They really are.
And
Look, I know y'all just came. I know y'all came to argue.
let me finish.
Don't pull that card.
Because in the end, what's gonna
Mm-mm.
happen
No,
is what they
no,
trying
no.
to
You,
get y'all to
Women
do
prefer men.
No,
is bend
Queen
each other
was
Hey, you know what?
over.
I
That's
need
what they
my,
want.
need my lunch for spirit.
They want y'all to bend each other over and forget about the black women, so black people will
No,
go accept.
Queen.
Good luck,
Here we
y'all.
go. See, here we go. This victim might.
People
Hold
are
on,
going
wait,
to
stop
start.
it. Wait.
But listen, but listen. Why did why do you care about someone's disingenuous comment? If it's if like and I don't know you, Cookie, so I'm not trying to be rude or anything. But like, if it's benefiting me, why would I care about what someone like Cookie or whoever disagrees with me says? If it's benefiting you, gentlemen, then let it benefit you. You shouldn't worry about what people are saying. Let them say whatever they want to say. If it's benefiting your life and you benefited from it, then keep doing what you're doing. Don't let what I mean? 'Cause no matter what,
Don't get
someone's
bent
gonna have
over.
an opinion. Yeah, exactly. So someone is going to have an opinion or thought no matter what you do in life. As long as something is benefiting you, then keep it pushing.
And keep our name out your mouth. Keep black women's names out your mouth.
Nobody ever talked about
you
black
can't have
women.
both.
Y'all talked about black women. Y'all look. Y'all did the victim
Nah,
mentality
man.
talk
Nah,
about.
y'all be doing that
No, hold
on
on.
this red pill
No.
stuff.
No.
Okay, y'all was talking about y'all
Mm-mm.
brought up this white
That good old
analogy.
hate speech.
I'm talking about
This is
white
all-
people, black people.
Right,
All
talking
I mentioned
about,
was red pill. All I mentioned was red pill. I didn't mention no black women. I didn't mention no black dudes. All I mentioned was
But
just
red pill is a
and the
representation of
ideology.
the hate
And
of black women.
that's
If they
not.
want y'all to bend each other
I
over,
call
so
that
we'll go
false.
extinct.
Okay.
but at the
Talk
end of
about getting a
the
vasectomy
at
at
the
the
end
age
of
of
the day,
20.
End of
there's
the day, you
good,
want to
Out
argue,
of
Queen.
here.
there's good and bad in everything you do. That's why you have to do what's best for you and your relationship. That's the problem.
That was the whole purpose of the
Feminism,
conversation. We had that conversation already.
feminism came for a certain reason, right? So now it's becoming something that's just out of control. So everything that happens, there's good in it.
Thank you.
There's pros and cons of everything. But when you take something and then you just run with it, and you speeding down the street like a bat out of hell, you're gonna crash into something. That's my thing. It's a balance to everything. One person, one gender is not the blame to why relationships are messed up. It's two people. It's two people. So it's not about manosphere, womansphere, feminism, blah, blah. It's everybody. And that's the problem, is that everybody wants to point the finger at somebody else, and they're speaking out of their bitterness and their hurt and their failed relationships. That's the problem. Let somebody who's red pill, who's successful, who's not speaking out of bitter and hurt, who's healed. Hey, I learned from this. That's the problem. You don't have that.
I ain't seen it yet.
Women this, and men, you need to do this, and blah, blah, blah. Everybody speaks from a hurt, projection, and they run like bat out of hell. That's the problem.
I don't speak from hurt or projection, but I'm only one person.
Wait, hold on for a second.
Because there's two people involved who have messed up, been used, and allow themselves to be used. If you allow a woman to come and take your money and use you to pay her rent, and all she doing is giving you or attempting to give you something or leading that she gonna give you something, that's your fault. Stop being bitter at all women. All women don't do that. Stop leading with your money. Stop throwing your money out there and saying, "Oh, I'm high value." Well, then there's consequences that come from your action. Own your actions. Why you have to subscribe to a group? Because you're hurt and you're stupid and you ain't got no game. Your game is your money. That's no game. Pookie,
that part. Oh my God!
Hold on, lady.
Because they stand on the corner and they got women bending over backwards for them, doing everything for them. Y'all manosphere,
I wish we had the same answer about these scallywags,
whatever. Y'all got all this money, y'all high value, and y'all getting bent over like bitches on a park bench.
I love it.
Hold up. So Kings of Dreams, right? Because I know you was listening from the beginning of it, right? Right, my guy?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so Kings of Dreams. Everything that Queen is spewing out, right? Wasn't
Yep.
that was the main purpose of us talking about the red pill stuff, right? Of like why these guys are so misguided because they're feeling this type of way and it's coming across as you hating women. And the whole purpose of this conversation, before some of them jumped into it, right, was that
Yeah.
when you're embracing the red pill, that's not the way. That's not the red pill way. If you're doing that, you're not red pill. You're just being a bitter guy that's having mommy issues or some type of girlfriend issues, and you need to deal with that with a psychiatrist. That has
But
nothing
what
to
we're
do
saying
with
is
Yeah.
the basis and the foundation of red pill
no, it's
is
just
built
dumb,
off
dumb
of
men that you guys
bitterness.
choose.
Yes, it is.
Why
It's
can't you
built
just
off
take the
of
responsibility?
bitterness. No, it's
It's
built
poor.
on
It's
bitterness
poor decisions.
and hate towards women, and it's not even our race that's doing it, and y'all can't even see it. It's so I'm over it. Good night.
Thanks for the super chat.
Yeah.
by the
So,
way.
but yeah, no, yeah. So, yeah. So, well, you know, I don't want to speak on someone who's not here, but I'll just say this: her talking points are incomplete. But what Queen was just saying, Queen was just actually saying red pill talking points. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
Exactly.
that's what it's supposed to be about. But this is why I said earlier, you do have a few bad apples that misuse the information. But what Queen was saying, that those are red pill talking points.
yeah.
But
That's
That
why?
what's
that
Why?
supposed to
What?
be.
But my thing is that why can't it just be talking points? That's what I'm saying. When you got to have a group to follow something or have a certain thing, it's just life. It ain't red pills, not black pills, not feminism. It's just life, and that's the problem. Everybody got to belong to a group because they want to be in the hurt club. They want to be in AAA. They want to be over here. That's the problem.
But Queen, that's the
Yeah,
subculture.
it's just like feminism. Y'all hate feminism, right? But what was the purpose of it? What did it benefit? What were the benefits? What were the pros and cons? But everybody talked about, oh, feminists, they're this, they're that. Yeah. But so you don't want it, right? So why I just speak in life, relationships. I'm not no pill. I ain't speaking on no point. Because at the end of the day, it's people pushing these things who are bitter and hurt. So they started a crew, you know, the bitter crew, the bitter club crew. I mean, come on. So keep wearing your red, walk down the street, and do what you do.
But isn't that how like Christians form out their organization?
Who?
Isn't that how like Christians form out their organization?
What? How are you talking
It's
about Christians and we're talking about
start,
red pill?
but here's the
Dude,
thing, right?
go to
You
therapy.
guys
Get
are
over
talking
your
like a
church
cult,
hurt.
and I'm comparing it to
Everything becomes
Christianity,
about
like a cult,
Christians.
because y'all form up together, right? Y'all have
Whatever.
your little Bible talks or whatever, and y'all talk about certain things that you guys believe in, certain things that's going to help you guys out. And most of you guys talk about Jesus and all the good stuff or whatever. That's kind of like a formation of people who are like-minded. Unfortunately, you do have bad apples, as so you have the bad apples of the Christian community. You know, not every red pill is a true red pillar, just like not every Christian is a true Christian. And the point is that, you know, we're just speaking on the true doctrine of that. Like when you're trying to understand the ways of life, is just really meant for you to understand the nature of society, human life, and learn how to be better, be a better man. Learn how to be a better person and treat people with respect. Matter of fact, hold on, man. I need to just play this video, okay? Because I know
Wait, before you do,
yeah.
sorry, M3. I was just going to respond really quick before you play the video and say this really, really quick. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interject, but I was going to say, you know, why men come to this community is because some men don't have other men to turn to, and unfortunately, yeah, there are some bad apples and things of that sort. So that's why men initially had turned to this community, because they were looking for advice, not just on interrelationship dynamics, but as far as financial literacy, as far as someone to encourage them to go to therapy, someone to help encourage them, make sure that they get in shape and things of that sort. So it's supposed to be a community of men building each other up positively. But as I mentioned again, with good apples, you have some bad apples. My bad, M3. I just want to say that really quickly.
No, you good. No, I appreciate that. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna play this video real quick. Matter of fact, how I do this format. We'll go. There we go. That should be good. Fair use.
Trying to have sex with women and have no emotional.
Oh, and also like I'm doing a fair use from MTR's reaction to the Tate brothers.
Connection. They're weirdos. A lot of this red pill, how to get girls stuff, a lot of them are like that as well. They're like the peak masculine life is just to have a bunch of women that you barely know. And that's stupid. That's fucking ridiculous, right? Every man, if you want to have a good life, you need to have a good relationship with a good woman. When you get sick, it's your woman who's going to care, not your boys, right? But you can love her and she can love you with all her heart. You can love each other. You can be prepared to take a bullet for her and still fuck other bitches.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? It's no big deal. You got to do, we got to do.
His talking points.
All this shit on the internet, you see a lot of these podcasts where all you see is these really, really, really trash girls. Those trash girls are in very, very crowded demographic cities that those type of girls are in. I think the average girl across America and probably Eastern Europe is really good-hearted in a way. Now, there's still female nature that you have to overcome, and you still need to be that guy. But the girl that would pass on a good man for 10 grand, that's just her. And I think those girls are mostly in the bigger cities.
Yeah.
And before I continue, right, Jay Waller is basically talking about how people keep focusing on one person, and then you categorize that one person as an entire group, as in everyone is gold diggers. Like everyone's like that. Just like how one woman have a bad experience because you made a bad choice, and that person probably claimed to be red pill. Now all of a sudden, every red pill is a bad person. But let me go ahead. I'm gonna continue.
Bye. Yeah, absolutely. And I know I'm the kind of guy that I don't like this doom and gloom, sad version of reality where all women are garbage, because I know some wonderful women, and I've met some wonderful women in my lifetime. And no, really,
wonderful women in my life.
Absolutely. And the thing is, a lot of the guys who are out there screaming that the fact that good women don't exist, as I said, they don't exist for them. And if they don't exist for you, become the guy they exist for. Keep climbing that ladder, and you'll find one.
And that's the true definition of trying to be red pill. Finding someone, being a better person. If that person is not for you, it's not for you. Move on. But hold
absolutely promise you.
I've talked about this before. I've done live streams on my channel almost 2 years ago that talked about within the space the general pessimistic views in regards to women. And those pessimistic views are usually generated by red pill rage, but they can be fueled by the maintenance of the content delivered to them. But what I talk through is the necessity of that rage to understand the burning platform for your purpose, to understand the burning platform to improve your body, to understand the burning platform to increase your utility or your financial education in this world. But when you look at Tristan speak about women, you can tell it comes from a place of positivity because of his interactions with women have generally been positive. And positivity builds respect. It builds good moral character. It builds fantastic mouthpiece and game that you can utilize to interact with these women. But what Red Pill can focus in on is less of the positives of working with a woman and more so to debunk or to point finger at certain types of unscrupulous women that we wouldn't want anyway. I've always maintained on my content that there's a clear difference, a stark contrast of how you interact with women to extract content from them and how you interact with women to extract a valuable experience out of them.
I'm going to start from here at this point. All right. So let me just make this clear. Oh no, left. Okay, so let me just make this clear again, right? Okay. The whole purpose of the whole red pill ideology is basically, again, to improve your own quality of life, your own experience with other people. Again, we are aware that there are a lot of bad apples out there that they take that particular part of the context of red pill and then they use that to weaponize against women, which honestly, that defeats the entire purpose of red pill awareness. You know what I mean? It's just basically all about understanding how to navigate as a man, so you don't get trapped up in being bitter, trapped up in feeling like you're having like this loser-minded, defeatist type of mentality. It's for you to dust your shoulders off and continue to move forward into life, because there's so much abundance that is out there in this world that ultimately women should not really be the priority.
Can I say one thing? I understand that, but he's a bad example for that to be coming from. But his message, I understand his message. And I agree with it. Huh?
You think MTR is a bad example?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Why? Yeah.
He's a woman hating. He's misogynistic. All the content on his channel, it just talks about women. You can say all of that. That's all he wants to do is talk about and disparage women on different platforms, even on his platform. That's why he grew it all the way to 500,000. Yes, that's what he does. And you guys probably like, yes, he does that.
I'm a bit shocked because MTR seems to be one of the most level-headed. Now he does point out bad behavior of men as well, and I haven't. To me, he seems to be one of the most logical.
MTR is like the most neutral guy in the space. He doesn't claim red. Well, I don't know if he claims red pill.
But he has a whole dating
site. He does not claim manosphere whatsoever.
He's charging men money for game. Go look at his website. You guys, oh my God. He is being dragged right now from left to right.
Is that's a bad thing? I mean, don't women charge men for OnlyFans that they send out feet pics and nudity and all that? Nobody talks about that part.
He's charging men like $3,000 for stuff that they could, learn and acquire on their own.
Did you?
I mean,
okay. Go ahead.
He's like another manosphere dating coach. There you go. That he fits the typical event.
So, but let me ask you this though, right? If you have a huge following, what's wrong with charging them that price when you gotta eat? I would did the same thing too, though. Like I would write a book. If you want to join my masterclass, it does require some type of value. And if I was to charge a course that was low in value,
but not from him. He's not a living example. He's not married. He doesn't show any positive examples about relationships. No, I'm sorry. This is just my perspective, my point of view. I say no. So.
No, and I, and I hear what you're saying. I'm not necessarily.
Okay. So M3.
Wait. Hold on, Rufus. I think Kansas Dreams was saying something. My bad.
Yeah, no. I was just gonna say really quickly that when it comes to like dating coaches or people charging for dating advice, I'm not for or against. Me personally, I don't do that. Like the consultations that I give consultations for people traveling and things that they need to know, and especially if people are going to Colombia, because a lot of people, whether they're traveling from Europe, Canada, or the United States, have been getting taken advantage of, and they don't know how to move properly. But like as far as when it comes to
he's telling the truth because he helped out a friend of mine this past weekend.
Yeah, for free.
Thank you very much.
It's all right. All right, but what I was going to say is that I'm sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought. But long story short, I would not charge me personally for dating advice. That's just me.
And then wasn't like a couple women that do that anyway? They be charging $10,000 to meet millionaires.
They did not charge $10,000.
I have the proof. You know me, I'll put that in that group chat so fast. I have proof.
I think I know who you're talking about. Are you talking about Pink Pill and what, Sharon 7?
No, I'm not. We ain't gonna put no names. We ain't gonna give them no credit. But I'll put in that chat room so fast tonight. We're gonna do it. here's my advice for everybody, men and females who are doing these dating stuff. Don't go nowhere if they don't have nobody of the opposite sex you're trying to meet. To me, it's ridiculous. If I'm going to anywhere to meet women, I want to hang around a bunch of dudes. Have the woman there, and we can all head and communicate because we all pay for this. It's all good. If you're paying $10,000 to go anywhere, you got to ask the question: if there's going to be a man or woman there for me?
$10,000, goddamn.
Yeah, it was 10 grand. In other places, it was 15 grand.
Some dating coaches, men and women. I mean, like I'm not trying to count anyone's like dollar, but I you know, I do look and be like, okay, wow. But I never want to hate on how people get their money, but like I'm just like, wow, that's a lot.
Okay. Can I say this real quick about Queen? Queen, what you said was true about lean with the wallet. What I wanted to add when Queen was going her spiel, that a lot of the dating coaches got into the red pill because they were losing customers, and they went into red pill mode because they was trying to connect to what was going on. Because people realize this whole dating coach trying to meet a girl with this cologne, go out to a nightclub, and they'll spend all this money for coaching. They don't know how to meet girls, don't know how to talk. And that turnaround, they just went into red pill, and these dating coaches all of a sudden was into red pill for the past 5 years. Yeah, a lot of dating coaches switching over. So yeah, what Queen was saying was like what Queen was saying was right. You leave with your money. That's what happened. But those talking points people were talking about, there are a lot of people in the red pill community that was talking about that. But you gotta understand, everything also is a subculture, and we talk about subcultures, and those subcultures do exist. So it's not one pill fit all, but there are separate different things when you talk to men. And I think it's like, you're not going to shut men down right now, so it's not going to happen, ladies. I'm sorry. Just got to hopefully guys will listen to the right person. Let buyer beware.
Yeah, I like what you just said, buyer beware, because some guys, I mean, there are some guys, in the manosphere, like, and I listen to some of what these guys are talking about, and I always try to make sure like I watch enough of their videos to kind of make my own assessment. And you do have some guys, and it's just like, okay, you know what, this is BS, right? And you do have to have a buyer beware mentality, right? Because I mean, and sometimes even when you watch anything, like you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Like, and I even tell people, if they watch my channel, to take it with a grain of salt, because if it doesn't apply to you, then let it fly.
Right. Look, everyone, this was definitely fun. We're already beyond the 2-hour mark, but
we just started.
No,
you just started.
Y'all just got here, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. But I appreciate everyone's
wrap this topic up.
Okay?
Oh no.
You need to wrap. You need to wrap it up.
Good stuff, Queen.
But yeah, thank you everybody for
M3. Before you shut down, do you know Creative Solution got her own channel?
Yeah,
I know that.
Okay. What's up, Creative Solution? You over here quiet? How you doing?
What's up?
block all these red pill Creative Solutions. They subscribe to his red pill rage. Block them all.
Damn, Queen, you wanted to block me too? I thought we was kind of alright.
Block them all.
Oh man, I thought we
nothing negative. At least I try not to, but.
I thought we was kind of alright.
We are.
I'm getting blocked now. I'm getting.
You still suspect though. I'm watching.
That means he likes.
I thought we was the one that was supposed to have red pill rage, but the women got it worse.
B-Eazy is not red pill queen forever. Don't ever associate me with that. I'm called life period, relationship period. I ain't subscribing to no feminism. I don't subscribe to no red pill rage. I don't subscribe to none of that. So Do not associate.
I think that's a good name. Like, you know, red pill forever.
Yeah. What's your
2K.
good name? We're not even gonna go there.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead,
I'm
Queen.
not
Do
gonna
it.
go there with you tonight. Nope, I ain't doing it. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be easy
As
tonight.
as Queen would say, don't play yourself.
That's right.
Yes.
Don't play
Don't play
yourself.
yourself.
Don't play
Don't
yourself.
play yourself.
Yeah.
That need to be a t-shirt.
Or
Shout out to
my
everybody
clown
that
emojis. All right, guys. Well, I need to go because I, Stan, you already know where I'm at. So,
Woo. Boy, don't I ever.
yeah, man. So, man, gotta get back to this reality out here. So, all right, guys, you have a good night. Nice
Have a good
meeting
night.
up with you, Creative Solutions. Kings of Dreams, watch your back, because I could flip on you in a second. You know what I mean?
Don't play yourself.
Enjoy while you got it, baby, because it could turn on you in a second. And M3, you already know. You already know.
Okay, it's the time. Hey, look, it's the time for you to go back to work.
I'm looking for you, M3. I know where you at.
You're dismissed now. You can go now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she going out guns blazing, man.
For real. I wrote three. No, see, Kim, Kimberly, don't you start with all this feminism stuff. Let me ask you guys this, right? Ladies, now you know your girlfriend is dead wrong and she's ignorant, okay? And y'all still be trying to defend the ignorant ones. Right?
That's true. That
makes y'all ignorant by association, okay? Kimberly, don't be a feminist, all right? Creative Solutions, I'll pray for you. Don't be a
Pray
feminist.
for me. Don't be a feminist.
Yeah, I'll pray for you.
You follow Derek Jackson, Creative Solution?
Huh?
You follow Derek Jackson?
What do you mean? No, I don't.
I mean, you don't like MTR. I mean, like, what's really happening here? That's a
What do
whole
you
segment
mean?
by
I don't
itself.
follow MTR. I don't follow Derek Jackson.
Do you have
hey, Chris, listen, next time I'm gonna put a blue shirt on, man, because now, like, I feel mad uncomfortable, like, just wearing red, period, man, because I
wear red with you next
y'all hate.
time. If I knew the assignment, I would have wore red.
Damn.
You would have got assassinated, allegedly.
But yeah, I wanted to say I am so thankful and grateful, to be in this country and to have a job and to work and to be able to provide for myself and my son, whatever y'all call it, whatever, feminism or whatever.
And your future man.
So thankful and grateful, because I am able to send money to my mom, send money to people in need, and I'm able to go out there, and provide solutions to people out there in the real world and bring value. And the way I'm able to do that, you can say it's because of feminism. I don't care. But I feel like my life is worth a purpose because I'm able to do that. And I wanted to say, you guys could come follow me at Creative Solutions. That's my channel. And I do positive content. I talk about relationships, but I'm talking about how we can promote relationships and how we can shift the energy and how good love is and how love is the strongest emotion on this planet, and it can heal traumas and it opened doors for us. All right, that's me.
But don't forget, since we got 3 people from the islands here versus, I'm sorry, M3, you're kind of outnumbered.
Wait, who's from the islands?
Creative
Me.
Solution.
I am.
What part?
I'm from Trinidad.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, Jamaica.
Always remember, ladies and gentlemen, there's no romance without finance.
Yeah, that is funny.
No, that's facts though. That's facts though. That's facts.
A song too. M3, look it up. That's a song. No romance without finance.
I know. I gotta go look that up now.
It's from the islands.
Kimberly's from the islands as well too, though. In the chat. See? Hey, but Kim, though, I could convert you to be a good American citizen. You feel me? You just gotta find the right one that can help you out. I know it's good English, but I can't speak American. Oh shit! Oh,
she can't speak American, but it's gonna be okay, Kim.
Wait.
We'll get you a nice man from the South.
Wait, is Kimberly? Is she from Canada?
No, she's from South Africa.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was somebody that used to be on your channel a while ago. I think she was from Canada or something like that. I can't remember who it
Oh
was.
yeah, that's the one. Remember, she did the chat and it came up to CA, but not California.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
Canadian.
you talking about Thunder?
Yes, yes,
Maybe,
that's her.
the Canadian dollar.
Yes.
Yeah. So when someone from Canada sends you a super chat, it comes up as CA.
Mm-hmm. Of course, shout out to my fellow Canadian. She stole my thunder though. Love her to death. Yeah. All right. Cool, y'all. So, thank you guys for tuning in again.
Yeah, man, this was good. Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. Kansas Prince, I definitely appreciate you for coming up, man. Because sometimes, man, people say the darndest things about the red pill community. So we definitely need someone to kind of give them the right dosage. You know what I mean?
You know the crazy
Absolutely.
part about that M3 and Creative and Kings of Dreams, they will talk about the red pill community, especially for black men, how dare they do it. But you swirl and you date a white man, and we all understand when you date them, there's gonna be some expectations, which did started the red pill community. I just want to put that out there so we can
The same could be said about y'all. When you guys go approach a white woman, you guys make sure your credit is good. You got money.
Look, we are securing the visa. We are securing the
before you
visa.
go pursue that woman.
No. We're
Don't come at it.
we are securing the visa. If
Well,
we date,
hold on. So wait a minute. Okay, so let me say this for the guys who are watching and will watch later. Your credit should be good when you are trying to approach any woman. So doesn't matter whether she black, white, green, whatever. Like your credit should be good, man. Don't and I'll use Queen. Don't play yourself. Don't do that.
and I'll say this to the men: protect your credit because it's not her credit, but if she got good credit, use it. Don't abuse it.
I'm not co-signing on that.
Really, Sam?
No free wee wee, gentlemen. No free wee wee. Get paid.
Yeah.
That's that homosexual.
This is wild. I'm out, man. After that one.
Get paid.
Oh man.
Sam is funny.
Yeah, so just to kind of put this out there, everybody, right? You know what I mean? Just please be advised, right, of tonight's live stream was not political, clinical, financial, medical, nor legal advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. And also, please be advised the opinions of the panelists, guests, stand, chat, or that's say the viewpoints of
I know it's always after me.
Yes, because you be saying the most wildest things.
Well, I don't be saying. Look, I'm the same thing, Ebony. When we say everybody gotta have standards, gentlemen, have some standards. Get paid. Go get paid. Since y'all are the most educated, the most high valued, everything else, I'm like, okay, subscribe into
the most enrolled. I don't know about the most.
Let's go ahead and gentlemen get paid. Like meet these women and get paid. And live a life of luxury. Creative Solution said it. She's happy.
No,
she got that
people
job
want to
and she
rub
got that
shoulders
money.
with other men within that category. No offense.
Look,
You
secure
don't
your
have
visa.
to climb. You have to climb up there. You gotta climb.
There you go. You heard it. She gave you a pathway. You got to climb up.
You gotta climb. I don't know. You
She's
gotta go work
American
on yourself.
citizen. So if you're from
You
the
gotta go to school
islands,
too.
all right, man. Remember, secure the visa. Secure your visa and your lifestyle.
Well, with that being
all right, guys.
It's all jokes, guys. Just jokes.
Yeah. All right, everybody.
All right, guys. Great conversation. Definitely, definitely hope that we were able to educate some people here, and if not, at least you got entertained. But yeah, definitely check me out YouTube and on Instagram, Kings and Dreams, KING, the letter Z, Dreams with a Z. So definitely make sure that you check me out on both platforms. Also on TikTok, Kings and Dreams as well. Stay purposeful, and all have a great night.
And you guys can follow me here on Knowledge and Relationships, and that's where you can find me. Always here.
All right, for sure, man. Anyways, thank you everybody for tuning to Knowledge and Relationships. As always, make sure you ladies and gentlemen get your minds right. As always, Hopefully you guys was entertained, but also most importantly, hopefully you guys now understand the ideologies of the red pill. I probably didn't, but who cares? Anyways, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Knowledge in relationships.